Well guys, finally the mini beast from Apple is in my hand. The iPhone 12 mini is in my hand. And I must say guys that I am really looking forward to using this phone on the daily basis. And the primary reason behind that is that being a filmmaker and photographer, I am really looking forward to see what kind of potential these cameras, which iPhone has recently introduced and put a lot of effort, and all the hype that these cameras have created on internet at every place, because every YouTuber, every blogger is talking about the potential of these cameras, the computational photography, the bionic chip, and each and every effort that Apple has put into these cameras. And especially not to forget the Dolby HDR video recording, which you can only find in cinema camera, has been put into this. And not to forget the 10-bit video recording, which has been recently introduced in the mirrorless cameras, has been put into this small iPhone 12. And I must say guys that I was really excited to buy this, but after buying it I had some suspicions in my head that is the hype real, and is this iPhone gonna give me the same amount of quality that a professional mirrorless camera gives me on my daily basis. And then I was like, well, why not just compare then? And then I recorded a few footage, and now I want you guys to watch those both B-rolls for yourself and see which one is better. And then after that I'm gonna tell you which one has been shot by iPhone and which one has been shot by this Canon M50 mirrorless camera. So here you go guys. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed those both B-roll compilations and have analyzed or guessed which B-roll compilation was shot by which camera. Now I must say that take some time, pause this video and decide finally which B-roll compilation was shot by which camera, and then I'll tell you. Take your time. Now the final verdict. B-roll compilation A was shot by iPhone 12 mini, and the B-roll compilation B was shot by Canon M50 mirrorless camera with interchangeable lens mount. Now that is pretty close. I must admit, when I was looking all that footage in the laptop, I was like mind blown, because when I saw the detail that these two small cameras could capture, I was like, what the hell man. I mean, this phone with all the other things that you can do in this small phone, this small mini computer, whatever you want to say, with that you have these two hugely potent cameras, this wide camera and this ultra wide camera, and at the same price you are buying this Canon M50. Now at that place I'm thinking, well, it's a good idea to shift to this small phone, because if you're not pixel peeping and not looking at very closely at both the footages, I would say that perhaps for some people the footage shot by this iPhone 12 mini is gonna be much better. And honestly, at some places I like the shots which were shot by this iPhone 12 mini as compared to this Canon M50 much better. Now I would also say perhaps the reason behind that is because the shots shot by this one are much more vibrant, and secondly guys, this camera Canon M50 shoots at 8-bit, while this camera has the potential to shoot at 10-bit with the Dolby HDR video recording, which only comes in cinema cameras. Now that's pretty insane guys. reminding you again that these two things, this Canon M50 and this iPhone 12 mini, come at the same price range, almost same price range. So am I saying that this Canon M50 you shouldn't buy a professional mirrorless camera? No, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is that if someone is thinking to introduce himself into filmmaking and thinks that probably he should not buy a camera in the very beginning, he should test with his smartphone, I would say for starting filmmakers who are just getting into this thing, iPhone 12 mini is a really good option, because not only you're getting two lenses at the back, but along with it you are getting a complete smartphone with a lot of potential in it, and all that computational photography and all that Dolby HDR video recording is done inside with that bionic chip. So this is a really good camera, while at the same time when I compared that footage, I would say this iPhone 12 mini has reached a great height in filmmaking and photography, but still the bokeh, or you can say the shallow depth of field that you get from the lenses of a professional mirrorless camera is not that much with this. Because honestly guys, the sensor is small and we can understand that, but at the same time Canon M50 records at 8-bit, and even if we talk about the other mirrorless cameras which have been recently introduced, the Sony A7S III, it records 10-bit and it has been recently introduced, but iPhone 12 mini and other iPhone variants have introduced that thing in their very phones. And at the same time, we should not forget that iPhone 12 mini or iPhone 12 comes with a lot of lens variants. You have a wide angle lens, you have an ultra wide lens, which almost give you the focal length of comparatively looking of a GoPro or another action camera. So if you're going outside for on the run go recording, I would say that the time for action cameras is almost vanishing, because now these small iPhones, these small cameras that we have in our pockets hold a lot of potential. So possibly I would say that for a filmmaker like me who's a YouTuber, when it comes to content creation and posting videos on YouTube on a daily basis or vlogging, I would prefer this camera, because for sure there are some weaknesses, but those weaknesses could be sidelined because there are a lot of pros when it comes to this iPhone. Because there are some places where you can't just carry this huge camera with this huge dead cat mic on it and that Gorilla Pod, but in comparison to that, this iPhone 12 mini you can carry it anywhere, and there are some places where you just can't carry, you know, a huge mirrorless camera. And at that place, this, because I would say the footage that I shot was shot at evening time, and at that cafe the lighting was not that much, and this camera was really competent at that low light as well. So in case of filmmaking, if you are thinking to get inside filmmaking, or even if you are creating some films for yourself for internet, or I would say for social media, definitely this on the run camera is worthwhile. Because I must say that I'm surprised, honestly guys, I'm not a tech geek, I can't go much into details, but if you want an honest opinion, I have never shot with my old iPhone SE, but when it comes to recording videos now, I am thinking of vlogging much with my iPhone 12 mini for sure. And talking about vlogging, it's good, and in the next video I'll be doing a comparison between photography on a mirrorless camera and photography on this 12 mini. So stay tuned for that as well, and I think I would be making a lot of comparison videos or just some simple reviews on photography and filmmaking with this iPhone 12 mini. So for all those things, stay tuned, and if you got some value out of this video, or if this video helped you in any way, please consider hitting the like button, and along with that I would say that hit the subscribe button for more such videos, or some travel vlogs, or some coffee tasting if you are into any of those things as well. I'll see you in the next video where we will compare mirrorless camera photography versus iPhone 12 mini photography. So yep, in the next video, till then, have fun, enjoy, and peace.